So these are some directions that are given to us, and based on these directions we need to solve two questions. This is the first question and this is the second question. So let's first read out the directions that are given to us. We are given that A, B and C invested 900, 1600 and 700 respectively in a business venture. After end of the first quarter, they invested additional amount in the ratio 2:5:3. Then after end of second quarter, ABC invested additional amount in the ratio 4:3:4. Again, after end of the third quarter, they invested additional amount in the ratio 7:6:1. They invested the whole amount for 1 year, and the profit earned in the business is proportional to the investment and the period of investment. All right. So what are we given? There is this A, there is this A, B and C. All right. And their investments are 900, 1600 and 700. So 900, 1600 and 700. These are their investments. Now, after the end of first quarter, they invested additional amount in the ratio 2:5:3. So after first quarter, they invested in the ratio 2:5:3. So let's say that they invested 2x, 5x and 3x. All right. Now, then after the end of second quarter, A, B and C invested additional amount in the ratio 4:3:4. Now, after second quarter, they invested in the ratio 4:3:4. All right. So let's say they invested 4y, 3y and 4y respectively. All right. Now again, after the end of third quarter, they invested additional amount in the ratio 7:6:1. So after third quarter, they invested in the ratio 7:6:1. So let's say they invested 7z, 6z and 1z. All right, this much is clear. Now they invested the whole amount for 1 year, and total profit earned in the business is proportional to the investment and the period of investment. So this is saying that the profit that will be that they will earn will be divided among A, B and C on the basis of their investment and the time period of their investment. All right. So this is what the directions are telling us. So this is everything that the directions told us. Now let's move on towards the question. Now this is the first question. Question is telling me that if they had invested additional amount at the end of each quarter in the same ratio as they had invested after the end of first quarter, then find the profit of A at the end of 1 year if the total profit at the end of the year is 1,25,000. Now pay attention here. Question is telling me that let's first start with A. All right. So A's investment here is of 900. All right, 900, and the total time period we are talking about is of an year. So A invested this 900 rupees for entirety of 12 months. Now after the end of first quarter, he invested some additional amount. Okay. And the question is telling me if they had invested additional amount at end of each quarter in the same ratio as they had invested in the end of first quarter. So what the question is trying to tell me that A first invested 900. All right. So after the end of first quarter, A additionally invested 2x, and question is telling me that after the end of second quarter, again A will invest in the same ratio as that of in the first quarter. So A will invest after first quarter, A will invest 2x. Again after the end of second quarter, A will again invest 2x, and after the end of third quarter, A will again invest in the same amount, which is 2x. So let's write it down over here. So this is the original amount that is invested for 12 months. Now after the end of first quarter, A invested 2x, right? They invested in the ratio 2:5:3 in the first quarter. So they invested in the ratio A, B, C 2:5:3, right? 2:5:3. So let's say they invested 2x, 5x and 3x. So A invested in the second quarter, after the end of first quarter, A invested 2x for remaining 12 minus 3. One quarter is of 3 months. All right. So 12 minus 3, A invested this 2x for remaining 9 months. Now again, after the end of second quarter, A again invested 2x for 9 minus 3 is 6 months. And again, A invested 2x for 6 minus 3, again 3 months. All right, so this is the total investment of A. Now similarly, we'll write total investment of B here. So B invested 1600. All right, so B invested 1600 rupees here for the entirety of 12 months first. After that, after the end of second quarter, after the end of first quarter, B invested 5x. So 5x is invested for 12 minus 3, 9 months. Again, after the end of second quarter, B again invested 5x only. So 5x invested for 6 months. And again, after the end of third quarter, B again invested 5x for remaining 3 months. Now this is the total investment of B here. Now let's talk about C. So C's investment here is of 700 invested for the total 12 months. Now again, after the end of first quarter, C invested 3x for the remaining 9 months. Now again, after the end of second quarter, C invested again 3x only for remaining 6 months, and again 3x for remaining 3 months. So this is the total investment of C here. Now question is telling me that then find the profit of B at the end of the year if the total profit at the end of the year is 1,25,000. Now the profit will be distributed among A, B and C on the basis of their investment and the time period of their investment. So the ratio that we get here is, let's see. So let's first get rid of this units here. Month, rupees will be cancelled out. So we are left with 900 into 12 will give me 1600, and 9 into 2x will give me 18x, 6 into 2 12x, and 3 into 2 6x, and 18 plus 12 will give me 30, and 30 plus 6 36. So his investment here is 1600 plus 36x. Now B, let's talk about B. 1600 into 12 will give me, okay, this is 900. Okay, so 900 into 12 will give me 10800. I've already calculated on my rough book, so you can confirm for yourself. All right, so A's investment here is 10,800 plus this 36x. Now B's investment here is 1600 into 12 will give me 19200 plus this, so 9 5s are 45x, 5 6s are 30x, and 5 3s are 15x. Now 45 plus 15 will give me 60, and 60 plus 30 90x. So B's investment is 19,200 plus 90x. Now let's talk about C. So 700 into 12 will give me 8,400 plus this 9 3s are 27x, and 6 3s are 18x, and 3 3s are 9x, and total here will give me this will be 27 plus 27 will give me 54x. All right, so 54x. So this is what we have got here. All right, the profit will be distributed among A, B and C in this ratio. Now B's profit is given to us, right? Then no, we are given that total profit is 1,25,000. So A plus B plus C here is 1,25,000. This is what we are given to us, and we have to find out for B. So A plus B plus C is this only, right? So let's calculate. So 10,800 plus 19,200 plus 8,400 will give me this will give me 38400, and 36x plus 90x plus 54x will give me 180x, and this is equals to 1,25,000. all right, so we are left with 180x is equals to 1,25,000 minus this 38,400 will give me 86600. This is what will give what I will get. Now this 180x will go and get divided by this, so x will be 86,600 divided by 180. So we have got the value of x here. Now we are asked find the profit of B. So profit of B here is this entire thing, right? So let's calculate this. So 19,200 plus 90 into this x, which is 86,600 divided by 180. So 0 0 cancelled, 9 1s are 9 2s are 18, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 0 0. So we get, for B we get 19,200 plus 43,300, which will be equals to, it will be equals to 62,500. Okay, so I've already calculated this, 62,500. So you can confirm for yourself. I've already confirmed from my side, it is 62,500, and this is our required answer. So profit of B here is 62,500, and your option B is the correct one. All right, now this is first question. Now let's move on towards the second question. So this is the second question. So question is telling me that if the sum of the total amount invested by A and B in the year is 9,000 and that of B and C is 10,500, then the total amount invested by all of them for only 2 quarters is what? All right, now we are given that if the sum of total amount invested by A and B here is 9,000, so A plus B is 9,000. All right, so and what is this? B and C is 10,000. So total amount invested by B and C here is 10,500. Now let's go back and see the total investment of A and B here. All right, so let's go back. So total investment of A here is this, right? A first invested 900, then he invested 2x, then 4x, and then 7x, and B invested 1600, then 5x, then 3x, sorry, 1600, then 5x, then 3y, then 6z. All right, this is the total investment of A and B. So what is this total? It is 900 plus 1600, it is 2500, and this is 7x, and this is again 7y, and this is 13z. All right, so total investment of A and B here is 2500 plus 7x plus 7y plus 13z. So let's write it here. Let's write it here. It is 2500 plus 7x plus 7y plus 13z, and this is equals to 9,000. All right, now we are given that total investment of B and C here is 10,500. So let's go back again. So let's let me erase this. All right, so total investment of B here is 1600 plus 5x, 3x, and 6z, and total investment of C here is 700, 3x, 4y, and 1z. So what is the total investment of B and C here? It will be 1600 plus 700 will give me 2300, 5x plus 3x will be 8x, this will be 7x, and this will be 6 plus 7, 7z. All right, this much is clear. Now let's so total investment of B and C here is 2300 plus 8x plus 7y, this is 7y plus. All right, so there is slight mistake here. I have just rectified it. This is 7:6:7. All right, this is not 7:6:1. It is 7:6:7. So 7:6:7 is the ratio here. So this will be 7z. So the total that we get here is 1600 plus 700 will give me 2300. 5x plus 3x will be 8x. 3y plus 4y will be 7y, and 6z plus 7z will be 13z. All right, so this much is clear. So total investment of B and C here is 2300 plus 8x plus 7y plus 13z. So let's write it over here. So we get 2300 plus 8x plus 7y plus 13z. All right, this is equals to 10,500. Now we are told that then the total amount invested by all of them for only second quarter. All right, so let's assume that this is first equation and this is the second equation, and let's write this B plus C over here. So B plus C is 10,500. Now what we'll do is subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So let's see what we get. So minus, 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 and minus. So 2500 minus 2300 will give me 200. 7x minus 8x will be minus x, and 7y minus 7y will be cancelled. 13z minus 13z will be cancelled, and on the right hand side we'll get minus 1500. All right, so we get x is equals to 1500 plus this 200 will be 1700. So we have got the value of x, which is 1700. Now question is telling me that the total amount invested by all of them in the second quarter. So let's go back and see what is the amount invested by them in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, where is this? So this is the first quarter, right? And this is the after first quarter. So this is first quarter, this is second quarter. So in second quarter, they invested 2x, 5x and 3x, right? So total investment here is of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10x is the total investment of A, B and C in this second quarter. So the total amount invested by all of them for only second quarter. So in second quarter, they together invested 10x, and we know the value of x, which is 1700. So we get 10 into 1700, which is equals to 17,000. And this is our required answer. So A, B and C together invested 17,000 in the second quarter. So here option B is the correct one. All right. So we have solved both the questions. This is solution for question number 1, and this is the solution for question number 2. So that's how you do it.